Anne, let me start with you. You're the chair of this new venture. Explain where it came from. How long have you been working on this?
Thanks, David, and good to be here. So this is an evolution, actually, of work that Tom and I did at Bank of America for our own company, but also for our clients, where as more and more companies are looking to become carbon neutral, which is the first step in becoming net zero, they do an audit, they review what they can do, and there's a delta between everything they could do and what is carbon neutrality. And the sort of basic practice has been to fill in that delta for the short term with carbon credits. But they are not plentiful. They have had some controversy around them because looking back, they've not been well vetted, and they may not be as good as they could be. So we saw an opportunity to improve the whole market. One, to fulfill what clients need, to put money into the developing world, in other words, cash into protecting forests for removal as well. So this is carbon reduction, carbon renewal, carbon removal. And in order to do that, we needed to set up a system that would be much more, I think, acceptable to not only companies, but to the NGO world. So what I'm talking about is that these credits would be vetted through proprietary quality guardrails. They would have third-party ratings. It would be a methodology that's transparent. And so people could feel comfortable with this new product.
So Tom, you're going to be the CEO of this. You've spent a career really in and around the markets, whether at Goldman Sachs or at Bank of America. Are you making a market in these carbon credits? Is that the way it's going to be? You're putting together people who put them together with the people who need them?
We're making a market in the sense, David, that we're actually, we're offering a product that they can buy. It's not yet a tradable product. At some point it may be, but at this point, we, as Ann said, we've established Rubicon Carbon kind of solutions company, and the first product we have is what we call Rubicon Carbon Tons. And that is what we are offering to enterprises around the country.
Well, tell us what's in that Rubicon Carbon Ton when it's available. What is in there?
So what we've done is that, our three words, if you go to our website, rubiconcarbon.com, are scale, confidence, and innovation. And so we basically have already purchased a number of carbon credits, and we sell them to you in basically a portfolio. And there's two different portfolios. There'll be a third, and there'll probably be more over time. We have a nature-based portfolio and an emissions-based portfolio, and we'll have it at removables. And each one of those, underlying those Rubicon Carbon Tons in nature, has numerous projects that we've already purchased, and we curate constantly. So we've hired Dr. Jen Jenkins as our Chief Sustainability Officer, and not only do we look at them when they come in, but we're always looking at and curating what's in there. So you would buy the right to retire carbon credits in the portfolio of your choice at any time that you wish.
So, Ann, do you essentially certify that, in fact, these credits exist and that they're legitimate? You and I have talked in the past about things like greenwashing. Does this address that problem to some extent? And do you need the government to certify it?
Well, let's just go back here for a minute. I think the problem with carbon credits is more retrospective than it is current. Retrospectively, it was a nascent industry early on, small players, and standards were not set. So, yeah, in some places they were questionable. But today we have much more transparency. We're working with NGOs. We not only will work with those that certify and verify today, we're essentially taking another step, and we are doing our own project level diligence. So this is sort of an insurance on top of an insurance. And actually, beyond that, we're going to be doing some work in terms of insurance itself and risk management. So if you were a client and you came to us, I think that you would have much more confidence. First of all, the projects themselves are forward-looking, not retrospective. We recognize what the issues were in the years gone by. We're not buying renewable projects in OECD countries, meaning we're not trying to make renewables in America, which are actually cheaper and easy to get to, part of the credit basket. What we are doing is looking to the developing world to help. And I think everybody needs removables. So we'll be transparent, we'll be easy to use. The credits are verified, certified, and we're taking a second look at them through Jen Jenkins' group. I think that this is a sort of end-to-end process. We're working with developers, we're working with brokers, and we may actually source credits ourselves in the years to come.